Talking with John Cleese. Now, let's see, the difference between British and American humor again, or what?
Oh, that's awfully dull.
Can you imagine anything worse?
That's the worst. Oh, that's the worst of all
awfully dull.
questions. Yeah.
I mean, what could they possibly be? If you had to invent them for that
the worst is
question.
what happened on set that was funny. That's the one that you always die. You know? So when you were making the film, something very funny must have happened
Tell
on
all
set.
the funny stuff. And of course you realize nothing funny.
Well, there must have done. You think, yes, there must have been something funny, but you never remember what it was.
Or the most embarrassing experience of your life. The fact, it's no accident people can't remember it, because it was that embarrassing. You've obviously repressed it or
yes,
something.
That's
so
right. Of course,
there's no way to ever come.
Repression is about. If you remembered it on air, they'd be taking you away in white jackets. Yes, that's right. I was thinking about amnesia, you know. The worst form of amnesia is when you come and appear on a talk show like this, you can't remember what you're plugging.
Oh, that would be something, wouldn't it?
That
but
would be
how
terrible.
Refreshing it would be. I understand you have an exciting new project. And
Yes, that's right.
do you?
Yes, that's right. I do. I used to have this sketch about this guy who discovered the secret of life. You know, when he goes on television to talk about it, and the interviewer says, "So you found this?" He says, "Yes, I have." He says, "What is it?" He says, "Wait a minute. You know what I mean?" And I did this once on Danish television. I actually did this on Danish television in Copenhagen. The interviewer took me completely seriously. He really thought he was going to get the secret of life, and you could see the disappointment going over his face when I had clearly forgotten it. And all I could think, he said, "Well, what sort of a thing is it?" And I said, "Well, it's something to do with fish." I said, 'cause I knew the Danes would like that, you know, anything to do with herrings, and they're happy.
Now, were you covered with whatever the counterpart of tar is in Denmark when you realized you were
Well, it's interesting you should ask me that, because this is Dick, when I came on your show before, if indeed it was I who...
I think it was you.
You had a very nice table, and... what?
Oh, this is one of the...
Have they cut the budget, or what? It's not even in a very good place, you see. It's half on the carpet and half off. Do you
It
think
can't decide where it wants to
we
stand.
have someone come and put it all entirely on the carpet? I can't help feeling this is the sort of thing that should have been done before the show started.
Very flexible. I'm terribly sorry about this.
Very much. No, not at all. That's very good. And it's safe to put that on, is it?
Well,
yes. Nice.
See, wait a minute. When you put your cup,
that's good.
my side goes
all right,
down.
We'll drink at the same time. Okay.
Ready?
We're all right. Well, it's very interesting you should ask me that, Dick, because this is a book.
The Fish Called Wanda, it's called.
No, it's
no, I'm just guessing.
Life and How to Survive It. Life and How to Survive It.
Yeah.
And it's extremely interesting. Now, what else should we talk about?
Let's see. Wuthering Heights. I think that's also a book, isn't it?
Yes, we're doing a ballet, a humorous ballet based on that. So this book I wrote with my ex-shrink, and it is extremely good.
Ex-shrink?
Ex-shrink, yes. Yeah. He was my therapist between 75 and 78.
Your former head candler.
Yes. He and I became pals about a year after. Yeah. And I eventually said to him, let's do a series of television. And you can imagine how easy it was to sell to television a series about ideas. Right? Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, I assume American television even worse than English television, but if Jesus Christ himself was going to come into the studio, the director would be saying, that's great, but what are the pictures going to be, you know? Mm-hmm. So they wanted to televise therapy and have people bursting into tears because that would be great television. But they were not interested in the idea, so we eventually put it in a book.
Where you don't have to worry about pictures, and there probably are there no pictures to color?
There are actually some very good cartoons, but lovely, funny. Whoops, sorry.
Table again.
Lovely. Do you think we should have somebody in there holding it? Could you just come in and just hold the table still?
I think if we had some gum, you know, or a coaster or something to put under it, or...
I want to throw it away. Can I throw it away?
Give it a heave.
Yes, can we do that?
Let's get rid of the damn thing.
Let's get rid of the water.
You can throw it away with the mugs on it if you want. Oh, my.
There's the mug.
Oh,
she's dropped that.
He's lost.
Straight over that camera. There we are. Okay. And now... There!
Oh, sorry, Miss... Oh. She was to be our next guest.
Oh.
Oh, she's 84 to hell.
Anyway. Silly old fool. So,
I don't believe it. Nothing like this has ever happened to me in my life.
You can't even remember who your guests have been, so you wouldn't even be able to remember whether anything like this had happened.
I wonder if they'll be able to stanch the bleeding over there. The guest you injured.
Now, here's a funny bit.
But frivolously, yes. John.
Frivolously, no.
I was wondering something, but I have no idea what it was.
I want to read you something from the book. For example, one of the things in the book, we say what a rubbish romantic love is. And everyone goes, oh, romantic love is wonderful. And I say here, take the great love stories. Romeo and Juliet, La Traviata, Anna Karenina, Carmen, Antony and Cleopatra, Aida, Dr. Zhivago, Tristan and Isolde, brief encounter. Mention them to people. A dreamy radiance passes across their face and they say, oh, they're wonderful, aren't they? So romantic. Well, they're not wonderful. They are tales of almost unmitigated misery. There's not 10 minutes of good, clean fun in any of them. The lovers usually get one dollop of over-the-top ecstasy. Apart from that, it's wall-to-wall suffering. They get stabbed, walled up in tombs. They throw themselves under trains. They commit suicide.
We'll be right back with John Cleese.
They throw themselves under trains. They commit suicide with acid.